So what's up, everybody? This is your boy Jonathan. I got on my $7 Coney Island souvenir sunglasses. $7 can't be $7. Yeah, straight pimping. But anyways, all jokes aside, what I wanted to talk to you about is like energy, and I think that's the one thing that MGTOW and the incel community and Red Pill is missing. They're missing energy. There's not a lot of romantic energy coming out. And I talk a lot about porno and blame it on porno addiction because you could always because when you watch porno you get interested in a certain type of body type and you're not willing to negotiate with another type of body type, right? But, I went out last night for a meal and I noticed it's more than just porno addiction. It's more than just focusing on one part body type, right? So I noticed that girls, they don't put out no energy no more. And it's like, what the hell? Like, okay, so a lot of them don't wear makeup. They don't do their hair nice anymore. A lot of them put on the same outfit, the jeans and the neutral top and sneakers and be out, maybe tight so they could show off their body. A lot of them don't talk sweet and flirty anymore. They just kind of like have this kind of annoying, ditzy girl way of talking, but they don't like, oh, hi, blah, blah, how are you? Have that sweet, soft, feminine voice anymore. They don't have none of that anymore, They don't wear any colors, They don't put out no energy, like I said. They do the bare minimum. Just throw on some pair of jeans, maybe have some distressing. Maybe they put on a pair of sandals or, some high heels in a neutral color and a neutral top and be out. And it's a little bit tight so you could see their stomach or maybe their, the silhouette of their body, and they be out. And when a lot of guys look at these women and approach these women, they see it as kind of like, okay, she is only good for sex because that's all you can get from a woman's energy, that it's only good for sex. So then it's kind of like, okay, let me take her home, hook up with her, and then throw her in the trash and move on to the next girl. Or a lot of guys who aren't even getting that far, they look at them as like, okay, I'm just gonna get this interaction done pretty quickly so I can get the girl home and get to what the only thing the girl can offer, right? I'm just trying to get this done really quickly. Or some of them don't even approach because it's kind of like, okay, other than being able to take the girl home and have sex with her, it's like, what can she offer? She's not putting out any other energy. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember back in the day, a lot of men would get more emotional. I grew up with men who were a little more emotional and a little more puppy dog-eyed and chasing after the woman and, putting more energy out there. And why was that? Because, like, you got addicted to a woman's smell. A lot of women don't even wear perfume anymore, but you got addicted to the woman's smell. Her sweet voice, the way she looked, the way her hair was, the color she wore. That was all this like psychological addiction, this whole, emotional, it had this big emotional impact. It gave you emotional high. So then even if, you didn't have a chance to take the woman home, you would still spend time talking to her, getting to know her, because you were addicted to this energy coming off them. But now they don't have no energy. So then it's all based on sex. So then now, like men don't put out that energy anymore either because they know that the woman kind of just wears these tight clothes and waits for the man to approach them in the right way so they can hook up and get sex. And then it's kind of like, if you're not sexual yourself, if you don't fit their standard of sexiness, then it's like you're screwed, right? So that's why I always like to talk about hooking up with other women that aren't like that you know, there are other women who want a little more than that. There's a lot of other women who put out a little more energy than that in trying to find somebody. You know, put on a little more makeup, put on a little better clothes, smell a little nicer. You know, there's women out there that do that, and then you can get addicted to those feelings. But the reason we don't really chase after those women is because they're not wearing the tight clothes that show off their body. So that's a big issue. And we don't train ourselves to like get addicted off that smile that they got on their face, addicted off, you know, her soft voice and stuff. So I was really thinking about that, and that's like, wow. And to explain, you know, when I was running around, and sorry y'all, my camera dropped, but no, when I was, you know, trying to hide the fact that I had a little more experience when I was younger, you know, what I did was I used to put out energy. I used to wear colorful clothes because I was into the whole J-pop and K-pop thing. And I used to just, you know, when I would meet people, oh, you're my best friend and blah, 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 be all happy and jolly, you know, willing to hug people, willing to give my time of day, you know, had a sweet voice like, hey, how are you, blah, 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 you know, like put out this energy. And then people got addicted to that energy. And even though people, you know, some people, it would look like I didn't have no experience, people would still talk to me. Why? Because I put out that energy. I was very jolly. I had a smile on my face, you know. Another thing I did is I can dance. I was a dance minor in college, so I can dance, and I can go to the club and cut up, and people look at me, and I put out that energy. And that's what I think is a lot of the incels and MGTOW and red pill guys are lacking, is they look at the girls, and the girls ain't putting out any energy, right? The girls ain't putting out any like happy, jolly, loving energy. They're just waiting there for a guy to say the right thing and take them home. But it's kind of like, and if you don't fit in the with the sexual standards, it's like they don't want you. But maybe you could put out a little more energy, you know, instead of just being like, okay, I'm just gonna wear like t-shirt and jeans and just holler at the girls. Like, why don't you learn to dance? Why don't you learn to play music, play an instrument? Why don't you learn how to sing? I don't know. Why don't you make some friends and be happy with those friends and hang out and play around and have fun? You know, you could also just like, what I used to do is just go to the smoking areas at the club and just sit there and have normal ass conversations with people. You know, put out a good energy, good vibes. And, you know, maybe you can get over the lack of sexual energy that the woman, the lack of just energy that the woman is giving off, and you can bring in your own energy, and you can attract a lot of women like that. And I've learned that from the past, and it worked for me. So that's my advice for today. This is your boy Jonathan. I'm out. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and I'll get back to you. All right, peace.